Hello, welcome to the Velvet Lounge. My name is Velvet, and I will be your host. Thank you for checking out this video. I hope you enjoy it, and will consider hitting that like and subscribe button below. For more content, please check out the link to my socials in my bio. With that out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alrighty, hello, my name is Velvet and I am your host. We are getting started with Baldur's Gate 3. I have not played any other Baldur's Gates. I'm very freshly new to D&D. I only just started my first campaign about like a month ago. But I've heard nothing but really, really good things about this game. It was also highly recommended to me, since I am new at D&D, that it could also help me learn a little bit more of how to play, so that it could help me with my campaign and vice versa. So we are going to go ahead and get started with character creation. I will put out a note that this is the second recording of character creation I've done. That's meant to be the first episode. The first actual character creation episode I made, for whatever reason, got corrupted, so I had to redo it. So we're just going to go through this again, because I want to make sure that everyone else who is also new to this game sees all the different options there are. So I decided to do balance, since it's my first playthrough. Oh right, we have to watch this again. There's Cthulhu Man. He floats. I mean, I guess I'm like, why float? But like, I guess if you could float, I would prefer to float than to walk. I don't know. Is she pretty? Cthulhu Man, he really needs to like trim his nails or something. He needs to get pedicure. Manicure. Manicure's the hands, that's right. Probably needs a pedicure too. Gross. Gross. Little leechies. They're like freaking leeches. Nasty. They're gross. Little bug. Yuck. Ugh, it's so gross. Oh, fuck no. Nope, I still can't watch this. It's so gross. That's so disgusting. I can't do stuff that has to do with eyeballs. Nope. Nope. Much less bugs. Yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. No, go away, little bug. You're gross. No. So gross. Alrighty.
Who are you?
So you can pick custom or origin. Origin lets you Origin, I guess, lets you choose from pre-made characters. I was told the Dark Urge is something you shouldn't do until like later, like after your first playthrough. But we're going with custom first. You can be bitty bitty tall, short. I went with short because I am pretty short. Let's see here. So you have the half-elf, which is curious, ambitious, and versatile. Half-elves are welcome everywhere, but struggle without a community to call their own. The halfling, small yet capable. Halflings prefer the comforts of home and hearth, but their natural luck and dexterity makes them fine adventurers. I feel like this is what I would actually be, because I like to stay home. Like, home and hearth, that's where I want to be. There's a gnome. They're small, clever, and energetic. Gnomes use their long lives to explore Faerun's... Is it Faerun? Faerun? Brightest corners and darkest depths. You got the Dragonborn, a proud race that values clan and skills above all else. They were once enslaved by dragons. They strive to be self-sufficient, not wanting to be beholden to anyone, not even the gods. That sounds like a fun race, too. There's the half-orc. Creatures of intense emotion. Half-orcs are more inclined to act than contemplate. Whether the rage burning their bodies compels them to fight, or the love filling their hearts inspires acts of incredible kindness. Then you have an elf. With ethereal countenances and long lifespans, elves are at home with nature's power, flourishing in light and dark alike. Then you have a tiefling. Descended from devils of the nine hells, tieflings face constant suspicion in Faerun. Thankfully, their arcane abilities make them natural survivors, which sounds awesome, because let's be real, we need to survive. You got the drow. Driven to the underdark, most drow have adopted a ruthless pragmatism, while the Lothsworn delight in the goddess's evil tenets. The Seldarine reject her attempt to overthrow the leader of the Elven Pantheon. And then you have the humans. Did I start with humans? No. We started with half-elves, I think. Humans. The most common face in Faerun. Humans are known for their tenacity, creativity, and endless capacity for growth. Then you got the Githyanki, with a ruthlessness born from mind flayer enslavement. That's no good. Githyanki ride the astral sea atop red dragons, bringing their silver swords of psionic might to bear against any trace of the illithid menace. I want a dragon, y'all. Dragons sound. I want to ride a dragon. That sounds like it would be fun as heck. And you got dwarves, durable and unyielding as their homes of stone. Dwarves are some of the finest warriors, miners, and smiths. And then I believe half-elf is where we started. Yep. So I went with a tiefling. And then as my sub-race, you have the Asmodeus tiefling, which is bound to Nessus, the deepest layer of the hells. These tieflings inherited the ability to wield fire and darkness from the archdevil Asmodeus' infernal bloodline. There's also the Mephistopheles, I don't know, tiefling that's descended from the archdevil Mephistopheles, I don't know. These tieflings are gifted with a particular affinity for arcane magic. Or the Zariel tiefling, which are empowered with martial strength and can channel searing flame to punish their enemies. I ended up going with this one because I wanted to have more of a combat kind of melee person. As for classes, you have cleric. Clerics are representatives of the gods they worship, wielding potent divine magic for good or ill. Druids that channel the elemental forces of nature and share a deep kinship with animals. Mastery of wild shape allows them to transform into beasts from all over the realms. That sounds really cool. You have a fighter. Fighters have mastered the art of combat, wielding weapons with unmatched skill and wearing armor like a second skin. That's a good potential one. Monk. Some reach enlightenment by languid meditation, others do so in the heat of battle. Monks manipulate ki to empower their own strikes and debilitate their foes. So, also an option. You got the paladin. Promise made so deeply that it becomes divine in itself, flows through a paladin, burning bright enough to inspire allies and smite foes. Okay. Got the ranger. Unrivaled scouts and trackers, honing a deep connection with nature in order to hunt their favorite prey. I mean, okay, I guess. Got the rogue. With stealth, skill, and uncanny reflexes, rogue's versatility lets them get the upper hand in almost any situation. I like that idea as well. Upper hand is nice. You got the sorcerer. Natural spellcasters drawing on inherent magic from a gift or bloodline. I'm not super wanting to do magic right now, so probably not that one. Got the Warlock, which is bound by a pact to an all-powerful patron. Warlocks trade their loyalty for supernatural abilities and unique magic. Again, not really wanting to do magic this round as much, so probably not that one. Wizard. Wizards master the arcane by specializing in individual schools of magic, combining ancient spells with modern research. That might be fun in the future. Then we have Barbarian. The strong embrace the wild that hides inside. Keen instincts, primal physicality, and most of all, an unbridled, unquenchable rage. I feel like that would be a fun run through to do later. With the idea of just being, like, raging all the time. Excuse me. Then you have the Bard. Bards know music is more than idle fancy, it is power. Through study and adventure, these traveling troubadours master song, speech, and the magic within. Again, magic, so probably you'll save that for later. And we're back to Cleric. I ended up going with a Rogue, because it just seemed like a good idea as a first class. The more versatility, whatever, that I have, the better. For my background, let's see, you have Acolyte. You have spent your life in service to a temple, learning sacred rites and providing sacrifices to the god or gods you worship. Serving the gods and discovering their sacred works will guide you to greatness. You get insight and religion. This seems better for like a cleric or something. Charlatan. You're an expert in manipulation, prone to exaggeration, and more than happy to profit from it. Bending the truth and turning allies against each other will lead to greater successes down the road. You get deception and sleight of hand. Maybe. But also, I don't want my allies to be inner fighting. That just seems kind of dumb. You got Criminal. You have a history of breaking the law and survive by leveraging less than legal connections. Profiting from criminal enterprise will lead to greater opportunities in the future. You get Deception and Stealth. I mean, maybe. We are a rogue, maybe. Entertainer. You live to sway and subvert your audience, engaging common crowds and high society alike, preserving art and bringing joy to the hapless and downtrodden. Heightens your charismatic aura. You get acrobatics and performance. That seems more like a bard thing. There's Folk Hero. You're a champion of the common people, challenging tyrants and monsters to protect the helpless. Saving innocents in imminent danger will make your legend grow. Get Animal Handling and Survival. That seems more paladin to me. I don't know. Guild Artisan. Your skill in a particular craft has earned you membership in a mercantile guild, offering privileges and protection while engaging in your art. Repairing and discovering rare crafts will bring new inspiration. So you get Insight and Persuasion. That seems more like a I don't feel like that really goes for being a rogue tiefling right now. You can be noble. You were raised in a family among the social elite, accustomed to power and privilege. Accumulating renown, power, and loyalty will raise your status. You get history and persuasion. I don't think noble is really something I want to do right off the bat. Let's see, Outlander. You grew up in the wilds, learning to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will enhance your prowess and understanding. Athletics and survival. Seems like a fairly decent option. I feel like that would be better for like druid or ranger maybe. Like it just makes more sense to me. Sage, you are curious and well-read with an unending thirst for knowledge. Learning about rare lore of the world will inspire you to put this knowledge to greater purpose. You get Arcana and History. Soldier, you are trained in battlefield tactics and combat, having served in a militia, mercenary company, or officer corps. Show smart tactics and bravery on the battlefield to enhance your prowess. You get Athletics and Intimidation. Or you can do Urchin. After surviving a poor and bleak childhood, you know how to make the most out of very little. Using your street smarts bolsters your spirit for the journey ahead. Sleight of hand and stealth. That sounds like it could work well for a rogue. But being that this is my first playthrough and I'm still learning a lot about D&D, I actually want to go with Sage because I feel like that'll get me a lot of interesting lore and help me learn a bit more maybe. So I'm gonna go with that. As for abilities, I wanted to be very like balanced. So I took one from there and put it up there. I think is how I did that. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I did it. Oh, and then I was debating between intelligence and wisdom. But I think I'm just gonna leave them both at that. I don't know. So, I'm trying to remember which one I did last time. When was I? Did I go for intelligence or did I go for... I think I went for wisdom. Because, like, so every 2 points above 10, you get a +1 bonus. So having them both at 13 is kind of like meh. So I was like, well, maybe I should just grab wisdom or intelligence. I think I'm gonna grab wisdom though. I think that's the one I ended up going for. And then you got skills, which I'm trying to remember if I changed mine from this or not. I'd have to check on my actual game file. But I think I left this the way it is just because, like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know? Like, the acrobatics seemed kind of silly to me, but, like, okay. Sleight of hand made sense. Stealth made sense. And then it said I could change investigation. Probably investigation. I might have kept it though with the acrobatics. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to go look. We'll find out when we get into the other episodes. Skill expertise, or no. Yeah, I think I kept the skills the same, and then skill expertise I kept with the sleight of hand, the stealth, yeah. It just made more sense. As for the appearance, I kept myself small, because, like, you can make yourself very large. I kept myself small. I kept myself female.
Where to?
I used
What
this
was that?
voice. There's male, female, non-binary. I did female.
Be wary.
It's opened.
More of those.
There's magic keeping...
Where to?
What was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Health.
Be wary.
It's opened.
I used
More
this
of those
one.
wretched things.
As for your face, you have this one, that one, this one. I went ahead and stuck with the first one. As for skin tone, I tried to get kind of closer to myself and went with that one. I think I went with this one because, like, I'm pink, but I'm also a little yellow. Maturity, so maturity gives you wrinkles. Look, we got old. And I was like, you know what? I'm not, like, old, but I'm starting to see a little bit of it. So just a little bit of wrinkle. Just a little bit. And then I love freckles. Like, I want all the freckles. And then you can make them super intense. See? I made mine just a little bit. Like, I want them there and noticeable, but not, like, super crazy. And then I love vitiligo, but I didn't add that to my character. I just think it's gorgeous. Like, ugh. I don't know. I think it's really pretty. Scarring, you have a few options. I did not decide to keep any scarring because I want to see if that's something I can get as I play. I don't know how that works. You can adjust your genitals. So there's like, so the default goes, I guess, with whatever you initially choose gender-wise. But like, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 different vulvas and 1, 2, 3, 4 different penises. Like, what? There's 4 different penises. Originally I showed that, but you know what? Y'all can figure that out on your own. I don't really care to look at that again. As for eye color, you can do all eye colors, which will give you like humanoid-ish ones. Or you can also just do the ones meant more for tieflings. Or wait, no, it starts with the... Okay, there you go. I don't know why... I thought it was like a difference between tiefling versus humanoid, but I guess not. So you can do all eye colors, which gives you a bajillion choices. I went with... No. I think I did this one. I'm pretty sure I did this one. I did not do heterochromia, but I think it's awesome that that's an option. There are so many tattoo potentials. Like, oh my god, you can have little birdies. You can have a little octopus. Some sort of words that I don't know what they are. Oops. So many options. Some of these, like the idea of getting them tattooed on my face for real, I'm like, ow, like this would take so much time and be so freaking painful. Oh, you can get like a rose. I didn't check to see if any of these went past the face and neck or not. I feel like some of them might. Oops. I didn't check though. This was cute. Makes you a little tiger. I think that's cute too. That one has like a sword kind of thing on your face. This one, you have centipedes on your face, where I'm just like, ugh! Like, I don't love bugs. I don't like bugs. I thought that was kind of cool too. But in the end, I went with this one. I thought it was cute. It was kind of like makeup. Tattoo color you can change. I kept mine black. I also kept it at high intensity. You can kind of like fade it out if you want. So it's kind of shadowy, but I kept mine full on. There's piercings, which I think are really cool. I liked that this had little skellies, little bird scales, these. Little daggers. Septum. Skellies. It said bard ring, so I guess bards usually have a bunch of earrings. I don't know. I went with, where'd it go? I went with this one because I really like the little bird skulls. Eye makeup. So there's a few different ones. There's nothing. There's a couple different eyeliner variations. Eyeshadows. Some moles. One that makes it look like you've been crying with your makeup on. Some like super intense. I liked this one. I thought it kind of like increased the tattoo, like extended the tattoo. Again, you can make it any kind of color you want. I kept it with black. the tint intensity pretty up too, so it would look like ink. And then there's metallic, which, I mean, who doesn't want to be all kinds of glittery and shiny? Oops. So I did that. There's also a glossy level, which, like, I guess I kind of notice it on this, but not like a ton. Then there's the lip tint, which I went with this red. Obviously, there's a lot more you can do. And then there's the intensity, so you can have it where it's just barely there, or where it's like really, really there. Kind of went down a little. And there's also metallics, because let's get our shine on. It like goes up to the point where it looks like you just like put foil on your face. I like it just to be a touch shiny. And then glossy, because we like to be luscious. Look at it. It goes so crazy glossy. Let's bring that back down just a little bit. Just so it doesn't look like we're dehydrated. Oh, then there's hairstyles. All sorts of... Look at all these hairstyles. So many. So many hairstyles. Like, there's so many of them. And a lot of them are like super cute too. Like, they were done really well. I love the way they got the like super tight curls going. And the dreads I think look really nice too. So many of these hairstyles I'm like, dang, I wish I could pull this off in real life. But I have really like not super thick hair, so. This one makes me giggle. It's just like a stripe down the middle. And then there's like this section where I'm like, dang, someone didn't want bangs. I ended up going with this one because I'm kind of obsessed with this hairstyle. I love the like half braided, half down kind of thing. You also have facial hair of different kinds, which includes like big Viking beards, handlebar, mustache, mutton chops. I'm not really wanting that though. Hair color, you have all sorts. I went with let's see here. Let's do this one or this one? I think I went with this one. I wanted a nice bluish white. And then you also have highlights, which I was like, what? And I was like, you know what? I really like green, so I went with green. And you can make them like crazy intense, in which case you like get freaking like neon. That's not the right green. That's the right green. So I like dulled mine down just a little bit. Just a little bit. You can also add graying if you want to make it look like you're aging and how intense it is. And then you can get horns as a tiefling. Like no horns where it looks like someone beat the shit out of me. Got got big horns. So much like rawr. This one makes me always think of like an antelope. You got some gilded ones, or it looks like they have some gold on them. They're pretty. And you got some small horns, no gold. Oops, shoot, I keep hitting this wrong joystick. Sorry, y'all. Try and get it on the lip. There we go. Got this one. That one. Tiny horns. Oops, no horn. These, which, I don't know, these kind of look broken to me. You got ram. So you got all those. I went with these ones because, like, again, I like shiny things, so shiny. Then you can even change the color of them. I'm trying to remember what color I chose. I might have gone with this one, or maybe it was this one. No. I went with like a lighter horn to kind of go with my hair. I don't quite remember exactly which one it was. I think it was one of those. Might have been this one. I wanted it to be just a little bit of contrast, but not a ton. And then you can change the horn tip color. Like, what? I made it look like mine was kind of stained. I don't think that's the one I did. Hold on. Yeah. I was like, nah, this guy looks stained. Like, blood of my enemies, y'all. Blood of my enemies. So that was my character. And then I named it Velvet. And then it brings you this. I'm like, what? I was like, what? So the next episode will be me going through the Guardian. I realized that the first episode was nothing but character creation. I'm sorry that it took so freaking long, but there were a lot of options. So you can make like whatever character you want. It's crazy. And like some of them I think have even other options based on the race, like scales and stuff and tails. So this was just like the tiefling. But yeah, so I will see y'all next time. Bye.